Iwan was diagnosed with Wilms tumour at the age of 8 months in November 2018.
It's just like the whole bottom of your world's just fallen out. You can't really explain how it's your worst nightmare as a parent.
I felt like my life ended in that moment. I felt like everything stopped and that I was living in a nightmare. The day that his hair started falling out was a really hard day because it was coming out in clumps, and the minute that it starts coming out, you can see your child has cancer because the hair's coming out. The first time we drove up there, cried all the way. Cried. From doorstep to doorstep, cried all the way. Cried in the waiting room in Alder Hey, just cried all the way. So it would take an hour and a half from doorstep to doorstep, meaning that the round trip was 3 hours. And because it takes so long to get there, you have to eat there. So there would always be a diesel cost, food cost. Then there would also be the fact that there's a toll. I think the costs spiral very, very, very quickly. I know in terms of when I was there for a week when he'd had his nephrectomy, and for the first initial week, just being in hospital cost you a lot of money. So you worked it out that you think that every trip to Alder Hey costs us in excess of £30. You've said probably more though.
And that's on the simple days. Like if you were in there for any length of time and you start adding lunch and dinner,
coffees.
Yeah, it soon mounts up.
The cost of eating and being there and parking the car, and you travelling back and forth every day to try and maintain some sort of normality for Owen, the costs do spiral, and you can see that happening, and it leaves an unpleasant taste in your mouth. You're going through enough with your child having cancer, let alone to worry about finances as well.
You do get to some dark times where you think, and it's not necessarily all the time, it's just sometimes you can be going, I used to go for a walk with the dog and you just, that's process time. And it is quite tough.